Okay, so something I love about my house is how everything matches. Every room flows together with the lime green, orange, and turquoise. I also love the flooring. When they first started putting it down, I started to panic because it did not look like what it did at the store. I think it's just because it was a little dusty looking and they had placed a couple of the darker pieces together. So I was panicking. It also kind of looked cheap at first, whereas in the store, like it looked more high end. But once I put down more, I didn't have a choice, not that I could afford to replace it. I actually really loved it and it's exactly what I expected from the store. I love this couch, the color and the material. It's like a velvety material. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but because I can vacuum the dog hair right off of here. Whereas with woven fabric, like the hairs get stuck in there and they're not coming out. I also love the artwork that the local artist made me. These and the two pillows. They match perfectly. And this table, and a local guy made this table I had found online, I believe on Amazon. And as I said in the house tour video, it ended up being the same cost for me to pay him to make it versus order it and pay shipping because it was coming from China. And the quality is good. Like this thing is heavy and it looks exactly like the picture. The cabinet from Coppel is a little low quality, but I do love the looks of it. The top matches what I was going for on the floor. The legs are even black. And I love like the 60s or 70s vibe to it. The only thing is, it is obviously a little cheap. You can see the doors are crooked. Next, I do not like my bar stools. This was a decision I had to make for financial reasons. They do have the orange, but there is nothing else that's like nickel in the house. But they're well made, whereas there were cuter ones that were cheap, and then there were cuter ones that were way out of budget. As I said in the house tour video, this is polished concrete, which I'm happy with, but I don't like the way the builder did it. I'm pretty sure that before he put like the final coat on, he did not dust it off. So it looks dusty. It's not dusty, look. It's just like he sealed the dust into it or something. And I told him, like, this cannot stay like this. Like, you can see it, even on camera, you can see it. I was thinking you probably couldn't on camera. And he just kind of shrugged his shoulder, like, what do you want me to do about it? Again, a local artist made these, and I am in love with them. I picked the colors, I picked the design, and she delivered. So what else about the kitchen? I think the kitchen ended up a little too big. Like it's still small by American standards, but it's a little too big. Like I was just wanting to make sure I had plenty of room to be here in the middle, open the cabinets that they're apparently not going to finish on this side, turn around, open these cabinets that they're apparently not going to finish either. But there's plenty of room. I wish I would have scooted the island in maybe to here-ish to allow more room in the living room. This was supposed to be a little bigger, but I'm thinking I lost space because of the thickness of the walls. But there was supposed to be a sofa table behind here and room for a little side table here. That's why I had them add an outlet. I don't know if you can see this, but you can see they left this huge gap here. But I really, really love the layout of the kitchen. It's very functional. And I really love this open shelving so I can see the colors again. And it's just very easy to grab a bowl and a spoon and eat my breakfast. I really love that I chose the matte black finishes. If they ever do finish the kitchen, the cabinets will be white with black handles. Okay, the stove. I have no idea why they built it on a little pedestal. It's too tall. I'm 5'2", okay? So by the time the stove is on there, it's hard to like, if you need to move your food around, I can barely do that. And there are people a lot shorter than me here. Also the stoves, this is like an apartment size stove, which is fine for me personally. But all of the stoves I found were either this apartment size or 6 burners. I don't need 6 burners. I don't even know how to cook. This microwave cart isn't my favorite. It's what I had for my apartment, but I don't really have the money to upgrade it at the moment, so it's fine at the moment. You even notice that the trash cans, if you pay attention, the trash cans are even teal, orange, and lime green. As far as this curtain goes, you probably can't see it on the camera, but it has like a gold trim around it. I do not like gold, nor does gold fit into anything else in here. Luckily, it's kind of subtle, but this is the only thing I could find that like matched. Okay, these doors, I do not like them. They are white with black handles like I asked for, but they look really cheap. They weren't really telling me what all my options were, so I just said as long as it's white with black handles, I guess I don't care. It's not like they sent me pictures like, here are your choices. So I'm not really a fan of these doors. The bathroom, I like that it is large. I did that on purpose so I could fit storage in here because Mexican homes do lack storage. I did not pick out this vanity. The builder never went to pick up the one that I chose, and it was like time to move in, so I just grabbed this from Home Depot because it's what I could get on my own and get into the car. But I really love how the black carries throughout. And although I rarely turn on the lights at all, especially not this, I like that I put it there just for aesthetic reasons. See, this lime green trash can. I love, love, love the bathroom tile, but this cheap thing, first of all, is plastic. They never asked me like what I wanted it to look like or show me pictures to pick out. Nothing. So it blocks the pretty tile. It looks very cheap. I'm very happy with the shower head because it has this attachment so I can bathe the dogs inside if it's too cold outside. If I had to do it over again, I would have just had one light in the middle here and one light in the middle there because these put out a lot of light. But the architect already had it planned for there to be wiring for 2 lights, which is not common in Mexico. Usually there's one dinky light bulb in the middle of the room, which is why I chose something that had lots of bulbs. But apparently that wasn't needed. But I mean, it's still fine. Just had I known, I would have had him put only one in the middle and one in the middle. And then in my bedroom, I don't know why they decided to put this tiny little window and not a larger one. Don't get it. They did the same thing in the guest bedroom. I really like that I chose to have a door in here to let the dogs out, but I wish I would have done a smaller door, like just on this side or just on this side, to allow more wall space. As I told you in the last video, this was supposed to be built-ins. These are not built-ins because people cannot show up and do their job. But I still think these are really cute, a little cheap, but they're very cute and they fit the style I was going for. But one thing wrong with my room is that the bed was supposed to go here in the middle, so like the headboard this way, and then the foot of the bed coming towards me. But if I do that, then there's not enough room to walk between the bed and the desk. So again, I think I lost the ability to do that because of the thickness of the walls. So whatever measurements you're discussing with your architect, like add another foot or two to the bedroom because you're gonna lose some space because of the thickness of the walls. And then here outside, I really love the decision to put this stonework here to add a little visual appeal. But overall, the front of the house is very plain looking. It's hard to tell with the van here. But let me insert a picture of what it was supposed to look like. It was supposed to have another piece here to give it a little bit more flair. And I asked about it, he's like, oh yeah, we're not doing that. There's no explanation or apology. Just like, oh, just kind of shrug his shoulders like, oh, it's not my problem. Then I also regret the decision to do grass. Again, I asked about what my options were and they never really answered. So I'm like, I'll just get grass because I don't know what other option there is to be in a desert. It's missing some tile around the baseboard here, there, and also in the bathroom and more behind there. And again, oh yeah, we're coming to finish it, we're coming to finish it. Never, they've never come. Never. So if you plan on building in Pachuca and don't want to use this company, email me and I'll share their name so you don't have to deal with them like I did. I was supposed to have an oven hood there. Do you think they ever went to buy that? Nope. So yeah, those are the things I like and dislike about my house. I think the best three things about the house are the color scheme, the natural lighting, and the fact that it is 100% paid for. If you'd like to see more content about me living in Mexico, be sure to subscribe and turn on that notification bell. Very soon I'll have an update about the land dispute. If they ever finish my kitchen, I'll give you a tour of that again.